Come in. You shouldn't be here, Angie. I don't want you getting into trouble.
I'm touched. You've lived in a room like this for nearly 20 years, haven't you?
Yeah, not all as nice as this, but...
I don't fit in a room like this. There's a whole world outside, Bruce, and it's passing you by.
Angie! Angie!
Ich habe ihn noch nie gesehen.
Er starb in Ihrem Hotel, Blaue Kerze.
Das Hotel gehört mir nicht alleine. Ich habe viele Teilhaber.
I have many partners.
Wenn Sie Freimann nicht kennen, warum hat er
If you don't know who Fryman is, why did your company Axe pay him for stolen British Army kit?
Ich sage Ihnen, ich habe Freimann noch nie getroffen.
He says he doesn't know who Fryman is.
Kennen Sie sie?
Ich weiß nicht, wer sie ist.
He's never met Anna.
Sie ist tot.
Strauss says she's dead.
Das ist sehr traurig.
Krishnik says that's sad. She reminds him of his daughter.
Got anything yet?
A stiff neck. What about a massage?
Well, I'm sure there's plenty of women you can pay to do that.
Don't push your luck, Staff Sergeant.
Sorry? Have you got anything yet, sir?
We did document and graphic searches on the personal laptops. Drew a blank. We're now going through the admin machines.
How long do you need?
Oh, the night is young.
Hang on. Isn't that the UN crest? Looks like someone's been cutting and pasting into these files.
Let's see what other graphics we've got on here.
But if it's a regimental computer, can anyone have done this?
Yes, but each user needs to use their personal password to log in, and each login is recorded by the computer. Wait a tick. That's Anna Vaselli.
There she is.
He used that photo for her ID card.
Half of it anyway. There was another half to the photo.
And there were two girls.
There's our second girl.
So kommt der Abschaum wieder davon. You heard? Kreshnik says we can search the Blaue Kerze anytime.
Now that he's had time to remove all incriminating evidence. Vier wurden nicht vorgestellt.
Staff Sergeant Roper, Sergeant McDonough, Captain Rolf Mertens. He works for the International Police Task Force in Bosnia and Kosovo. He too is chasing Kreshnik.
And failing to catch him. But I do know he bribes British soldiers to help his smuggling operation.
Do you know which British soldiers?
Sometimes we get descriptions or first names, but the only one we ever fully identified was Fryman. And look what happened to him.
We might have found out who's supplying the passes, sir.
No, I've never seen it before. Or her.
Anna is dead, Stuart. This is her friend, Valentina Beku. We want to find Valentina before she dies too.
I'm sorry. I wish I could help you, but I have no idea what this is about.
We found this photo and forged UN identity cards for these girls on your regimental admin computer.
I don't use that bloody computer.
The computer records date and time of use, Sergeant Hodlett, and matches that to the user's name and password. It was your name, your password.
Somebody's making this up. I told you, I've never used that computer.
Then why have a password for it?
I didn't even know I had a password.
BF130370.
Not a clue. I'm sorry.
We will make a connection if
What
you
can we
use this
do?
computer, Stuart.
I don't know, torture him.
Post-mortem results on Anna Vesely. She died of a massive overdose of PCP. It stopped her heart.
She take the stuff herself.
The pathologist said the inside of her mouth was lacerated. There was capillary damage to her cheeks.
So the killer held her face and forced her to swallow the drugs?
Yes. There was no sign of any stab wound on her, but forensics did find gunshot residue on her jacket. Right shoulder, upper arm.
So either she used a gun or she was near someone who did.
Anything out of these two?
Baxter's hiding behind a lawyer.
Hodnett knows nothing, did nothing.
Hodnett might be telling the truth. This computer password, BF130370, is Fryman's birthday, 13th of March 1970, and BF...
Brenda Fryman. It's a pretty obvious sort of a password, isn't it? It'd take a hacker all of 2 seconds to break that.
And most people's passwords are obvious. People use their wives' or kids' names.
So you think Fryman was setting up Hodnett?
Maybe. I was using him as cover.
Still, Captain Mertens would like to question this Hodnett, Kenny.
Why Hodnett?
He matches the description of a British soldier who is said to have approached girls in Kosovo.
Well, if we get nothing out of him, we'll deliver him to you in the morning.
So where are you taking me anyway?
You're an important man, Stuart. Police from all over the world want to question you.
Like having sex with underage girls, do you, Stuart?
I'd rather have sex with you, sweetie.
Joe! The far going forward!
Hodnett was in the car.
They could have followed us up from the barrack gates.
I thought you were a close protection driver one time.
I know, I should have seen them.
4 men, submachine guns. We had no chance, boss. Hodnett was allowed a call to his lawyer. Maybe he set this up.
Who did he call? Kreshnik?
Well, Kreshnik could have the resources.
But Hodnett was terrified. He thought they were going to kill him.
And why didn't he? It's hard to make someone ride pillion. Hodnett knew exactly what was going on. I reckon he's still alive.
There you are, sir. Had a break on the axe shaft front. Here, you two lost our prisoner.
Axe shaft? What break?
Bank accounts. And directors. Guess who the directors are? Stuart Hodnett and Alexander Kreshnik, partners in crime, with nearly €1 million in the bank.
Where are the accounts held?
Houseman Bank. You can bet your advanced driving skills, Joe. Hodnett will be after the cash. We've had the accounts cloned. Anyone tries to access them, the bank will contact the German police, and they will start a trace on the phone or the terminal used.
Brilliant, Harriet. Right, get over to the Creepo station, keep us in the loop. Hippie, see if Hodnett's escape makes Baxter any more talkative. Joe? You and Mr. Vickery keep trawling through Fryman's phone records. He must have talked to someone about what he was up to. Sound Hornsby. The Ratlands in their underwear. Wrap it up, please.
Yes, boss. I understand you're going to give us a list of the culprits, sir, relating to the underwear in the town hall.
Exactly so. Sergeant Major gives Sergeant Hornsby the list.
Underwear culprits, list of.
You're in this list, sir. And Sergeant Major Trask. We should be ashamed of ourselves.
Yeah, but the whole company's on here. Anything Spartacus can do, we can do better.
Spartacus? I see. Very droll.
We've got activity on the axe shaft account. Hodnett is in the Houseman Bank on Larstrasse trying to withdraw cash. Bank will delay him as long as possible. The Germans are responding. We're in support. Joe, tell the armory, sidearms will be drawn.
Hodnett's at the bank. Scheduled by the Reich.
This is the back of the bank. There's a rear exit to the car park.
We'll get it covered. Ich übernehme das, Thomas.
Joe, Roper, go with him.
You come to arrest me then, Brucey?
We've got to sort this out, Ronnie. Your lads broke the law. We're not going to do nothing.
Yeah, and we're not going to give up our lads for a prank that hurt no one, are we?
OK, Spartacus. You know that bandstand in the town square?
Well, yeah, it's a toilet, but
yeah. Well, not anymore. Because this weekend, you lads are going to mend it, clean it and paint it, and get your band to give a concert in it.
You're taking the piss.
You and Major Ridge too. It will be your official apology to the locals. Otherwise, this will not go away.
Yeah, 2 beers, Carl.
Not for me, thanks, Ronnie.
Look, I'll have to talk to the Major. Yeah, we'll change the barrier, you idle sod.
Excuse me, I have to call downstairs. Tobias run out.
Look, if you want one, Bruce, you have one.
Excuse me, Ronnie.
Left-hand side, that's better. 2, 1, 2. Step on. In order.
Tracking account activity. Hotnet has withdrawn nearly 200,000 Euros.
Subject about to emerge. All units stand by.
An alle. Zielperson verlässt jetzt die Bank.
Ja, ich habe ihn jetzt in Sicht.
Okay, wir haben ihn.
It's over, Stuart. Put your hands in the air.
It's bewaffnet!
Moment! Hold on, Stuart.
No gun!
Ich bin aber ein Verletzten. Wir brauchen einen Krankenwagen, sofort. Sofort!
Stuart, please tell us where Valentina is. Please, Stuart, tell us that.
Tell us where she is. Tell us.
It's all right.
I'm sorry.
Call the police!
Go ahead. You knew what was going on the night Fryman died. You called the guy that killed him.
Don't be ridiculous.
I was at the bar. You said the beer had run out and you had to phone downstairs. But the beer hadn't run out, and you didn't phone downstairs, you phoned out.
You must have been drunk, Bruce.
I was watching you. I didn't realise at the time, but you dialed too many digits for an internal call. The police will check your phone records. They'll find the number. Who was it, Mira? Stuart Hodnett? I'm taking you in.
Why are you looking at Mertens?
International Police Task Force, Bosnia, 2001 to 2003. Before that, Cambodia, Rwanda. Nothing before 1990. He's at least 50. What's he got to hide?
He's East German. Could be ex-Stasi.
Did you find what you wanted?
Maybe. Thomas, what might happen to a mid-ranking ex-Stasi officer?
Probably become a drunk or get a bad job as a security guard. Maybe a good job abroad.
I think one of them just came home. He must be involved in the racket. He blocked the investigation in Kosovo, and when the leaks started here, he came back to stop them.
His credentials were so good, we didn't even think to check. I'm sorry. How did you know to look?
Because without him, I think we'd have taken Hodnett alive. He had a bandage on his forearm. I think he was in the hotel room. He tried to kill Fryman. He's the man Anna stabbed.
Move back. Drop the gun. Move back. Drop the gun!
That's not all he is.
You know, I used to think you were okay. I thought you'd had a shitty start, but you'd risen above it. But you haven't risen above anything, have you? You're still